We welcome you to Los Angeles. It's time to tip off West Coast Conference play on the campus of Loyola Marymount University. Gersten Pavilion, home of the Lions, ready to play host to the number 19 team in the nation, the St. Mary's Gales. Hi, everyone, and welcome courtside alongside the former Arizona Wildcat, Corey Williams. I'm Sam Farber. It is a pleasure and a privilege to have you with us here today. Corey, St. Mary's coming off a West Coast Conference regular season championship a year ago, but a miss on the NCAA tournament. They're not taking anything for granted this season.
Well, they can't take anything for granted. Last year's the history. This is conference play. Everybody knows everybody. Nice and comfortable. They got to bring it. St. Mary's will be hunted this year with that top 20 ranking.
Let's take a look at the starting lineups for this one as we get set to open up West Coast Conference action. Stephen Haney, a real key guy for LMU, coming off a season-high 24-point performance in win over Morgan State in the tune-up phase for tonight's action. Stefan Jovanovic, a transfer, as you heard the guys mention in studio, from Hawaii. He'll be a key tonight as well. For St. Mary's, backcourt one of the best in the nation, Emmett Nahr and Joe Rayhan, a couple of guys averaging over 6 assists per contest. Tip is up, and it's won by the Gales in blue. And they'll get started. One of the West Coast Conference's best defenses, but an improving offense throughout the year as well. Rayhan dribbling on the logo, uses a screen from Landale. Cuts into the lane up with the right hand, leaves it short, and the rebound off one of the Lions' legs and out of bounds. Let's take a look at the head coach for St. Mary's, Randy Bennett. 9 straight 20-win seasons and 9 straight postseason appearances for the head coach of the Gales. And a whistle underneath on LMU. There's their head coach in his 3rd season at his alma mater, Mike Dunlap. As this program headed in the right direction. 7-4 start, former head coach of Charlotte in the NBA.
Done an outstanding job of cleaning house and getting some new talent in and rebuilding pretty much from the ground up.
Emmett Nahr in the left, moves the ball up top. And Fitzner with the dribble. Nahr cutting into the lane, lob for Landale, off the glass and good for 2. And the Gales open the scoring less than a minute into the contest. LMU's first possession, a walk called on Boy Toch, senior from Omaha.
Baseline drive right here, loses his footing. One too many steps, not a foul, but just lost grip on the floor, caused a turnover.
So 2-0 to score in the early action. Joe Rayhan, a senior, a transfer from Boston College in his 2nd season with the Gales. As again coming up top. Eight on the shot clock, Nahr with the basketball. Screen from Landale. Nahr all the way to the 10. Right-hand lane is good. 4-0 St. Mary's.
Nice penetration by Nahr. No one stepped up to stop the ball handler.
Brown tries to go coast to coast, comes up off iron, and the rebound to Landale.
And that was a good look for Brown. He's a great penetrator, lightning quick guard. They're going to look for him to score tonight.
Fitzner tried to throw it to Landale, and it's going away by Jovanovic. He'll give it to Brown. LMU trailing 4-0. Lions looking for a 3 from Johansson, and he buries it. Freshman from Sweden gets LMU on the board, and it's now a 1-point game, 2 minutes in here in Los Angeles. Fitzner had his pocket picked, out of bounds, and last touch by the Lions. Delayed call building the suspense.
A lot of people thinking it was going to go to the Lions. I was one of them. It looked like a little bit of contact, maybe touched it last, but the Gales will retain the ball.
Kyle Clark subbing in, one of 7 Australians on St. Mary's this year. Drive from another, Nahr, all the way to the baseline. 6 on the shot clock. Clark to Nar. 2 on the shot clock. Up with the right hand, fading away, and he gets it to go off the window.
Oh, he is so tough. Ball screen, no ball screen, he'll get it done. He's got that crossover, he's got a floater. One of the best guards in the conference, easily.
6-3, SMC leader. On the left side, it's Brandon Brown. Senior cuts into the lane, off contact shot, blocked by Landale, recovered by Jovanovic. He goes up and is short off the glass. Rebound to the Gales. St. Mary's defeated LMU 3 times last year. Landale has the shot spiked away by Boyd Touch.
You gotta come stronger than that.
Now a distant 3 from Haney. Wouldn't go through. Rebound to Nar and SMC. Nick Nar, senior from Sydney. I think that junior, my apologies, from Sydney, Australia. They go down to Landale. Takes his time, spins baseline, and took one too many steps.
Landale trying to get a little separation, took too many steps, but he's hearing footsteps because on the play before, there's the drive, the draw, and the rejection. No finger rolls in conference play.
Boyd Touch getting in the highlight reel early here in the conference opener. Loyola, Marymount, and St. Mary's 6-3 favor the visitors, the number 19 ranked Gales. Brown, deep 3, that rattles home.
When you open up conference play on the road, there's going to be a lot of adrenaline, guys knocking down shots. St. Mary's will be in a fight.
LMU, one of the lesser three-point shooting clubs in the conference in out-of-conference play, but they bury that one to tie the score. Now Landale fading away, too strong on the shot. Rebound Jovanovic, and LMU wants to run in the corner. Brown works it back outside. Touch on the left wing down to Jovanovic. Back out, Touch with the drive, the kick. Now Brown takes too many steps. Takes us to a timeout on the floor, 15:27 remaining in the first half. Nar picking up where he left off last year in West Coast Conference play. He and the Gales on the road, tied at 6.
Exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Angry Orchard Hard Cider. Branch out.
Tied at 6 here in Los Angeles. Beautiful city skyline, all lit up at night. 15:27 to go in the first half here of the West Coast Conference opener. St. Mary's a co-champ last year with Gonzaga and pick number 2 to start this season.
Well, you got to respect the experience they're coming back to the table with. All 5 starters taking note of that. You see the 19 ranking. They were down as low as 12 this season, but St. Mary's, the Zags, BYU, this is going to be a great season in West Coast Conference.
A lot of hopes to start the year that 3 teams from this conference would be able to make it into the NCAA tournament. Last year, only 1 wins, and that man's team, Randy Bennett's St. Mary's Gales, seemed to be the most obvious snub to not go to the dance.
Couldn't believe it. They put in a lot of work. They had the big wins, but in the end, the tournament bid was their only hope, and they couldn't pull that off. But certainly at 26 and I believe 6, they should have gotten in my opinion.
Only 1 loss so far this season to Texas Arlington, a club that Loyola Marymount played, lost to, but had a closer margin. Illegal screen whistled against St. Mary's. That'll go on Kyle Clark. First team foul against the Gales, and LMU a chance to take their first lead tonight.
Sam, we're seeing some good one-on-one defense out of LMU. They know they can't get beat off the bounce. They're doing a great job of keeping the offensive player in front of them.
Boyd Touch feeds Jovanovic to the high post. He'll fire, and it rattles in. LMU on top for the first time.
Used every part of the rim. You always hold your breath when your big fella pulls up from 18, but got the lucky roll.
Jovanovic averaging 11 a game on the season. The transfer from Hawaii has the Lions on top, and now good defense eating up the shot clock here. St. Mary's hasn't gotten the ball to the 3-point line, and the shot clock's down to 10. Nar with the drive, hangs in the air, can't finish, and rebound is bumped out to Brown for LMU. Here come the Lions, galloping in the lane. Brown with the lefty lay-in.
Transition offense, LMU gets the stop. Coach used to say, you get it, you can go with it. That's a great stop and a great transition bucket.
Lions are amped up for this conference opener. Drive by Rayhan, and he'll lay it up and in. So Rayhan, the San Diego native, trims the deficit to 2. Johansson for 3, too strong. Rebound Rayhan.
It's a good shot right there.
Emmett Nahr from distance, and he's off the mark. Rebound by Touch in traffic. Brown, way downtown. And this three-point shooting gallery is showing a lot of blanks. So a rebound bumped out of bounds.
Got to take those shots, but on this drive, transition, rule number 1, stop the ball. No one does. Brown, right to left, finishes with the left in traffic. That's a pretty move.
Brown coming off a rough shooting game in that win over Morgan State, went 2 for 10, but he's averaging 15 a contest on the season. Legal dribble there on LMU, turnover back to the Gales.
Yeah, and Brown's such a good ball handler. He can get a shot anytime he wants. It's just up to him to pick and choose when to assert himself.
Joe Rayhan running point, averaging over 6 assists per contest on the season. Go down low and a whistle as they were feeding Dane Pinot. Foul goes on Matthias Markussen, the freshman center from Stockholm, Sweden. 2 fouls on LMU here in the first half. Ball goes right back down low to Pinot. Pinot can't find the finish, and another rebound to Touch. All swung to Brown, one-on-one with Rayhan. Down to Haney. And stuck on the baseline, back out to Touch. Johansson with a hand in his face, drills it anyway.
That's a big-time move right there. Shot clock winding down. He did it himself. Great one-on-one play. Right now, the Lions are winning the one-on-one battles defensively and offensively.
4-point lead for LMU. Rayhan in the lane, could not finish with the left hand. And the rebound to the tall Swede Markussen. Brown down low to Markussen, had it poked away, and a steal for the Gales.
Great anticipation by Nahr to rotate and make that steal.
Hermanson finishing in the lane. That snaps a 1 for their last 7 slump for St. Mary's. 12-10, LMU leading at home. Haney holding with 10 on the shot clock. He'll drive. Up against a double team, no call. A lot of contact, but good job by Clark to keep his feet. Now the Gales want to hustle up. Nahr, corner 3 ball, yes!
And Sam, that's the shot LMU had been trying to avoid, that penetration kick 3. St. Mary's is famous for that.
Nahr hits the triple. That puts St. Mary's back on top. First Calvin Hermanson the drive. And then the man from the land down under. Hitting the triple. Gales lead by 1. Tomorrow it's the Capital One Orange Bowl. Jim Harbaugh and number 6 Michigan take on number 11 Florida State at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. Also streaming live on the ESPN app and watch ESPN. The Grill Peppers and Michigan's number 2 scoring defense versus Dalvin Cook and the Seminoles offense.
All about that defense for the Wolverines. If they can make some big plays on defense, turnovers will kill you in a bowl game. We're going to look to put that pressure on them.
I'm with you on the defense. If you're on defense and you go to New York for the Heisman Trophy ceremony, you're doing big things.
Enough said.
St. Mary's leads Loyola Marymount 13-12 in the first half. West Coast Conference opener for these two squads. Jovanovic, the transfer from Hawaii, backing down, kick out. In the corner with Amayo, trying to go back to Jovanovic, and it's swiped away by Rayhan. Rayhan, 3-on-2. Finds Hermanson, drives all the way, lays it in, hoop and the harm. And St. Mary's can try and make it a two-possession game at the line.
Calvin Hermanson came on strong in the middle of last season, and it's just continued. He's deadly from three-point range, but he's athletic. You have to respect the shot, and when you come out, he can blow right by you and take it right to the 10. Strong move right there.
Hermanson, known as a three-point shooter. He's top 5 in the conference in threes per game. And off an all-around game, although missing the freebie. So the lead stuck at 3. Wojtacz working on the left wing, throws it back to Munis Tutu. Brandon Brown swinging around, back to Tutu in the lane, kick out. Amayo had a look at the 3, passes it up, goes into traffic, and his shot is rejected. St. Mary's off and running again. Rayhan, ill-advised pass, stolen back by Amayo. Now he throws deep to touch. He'll slow it up. Down posts up Jovanovic. Brown to Tutu for 3. Off to the right, no good. Rebound tipped and controlled by St. Mary's.
The Gales have tightened up defensively. No open looks from 3. Getting the defensive rebound, getting out in transition. That's what's changed the tempo of this game.
It is what they do. 3rd best defense in the country in terms of points allowed. A little over halfway through the first half, St. Mary's leads by 3. Ball goes underneath and a shot rejected by Pino. Never really seemed to have the handle there. LMU takes it back. Lions playing the shell game on the exterior.
Great positioning. They're not the fleetest of foot, but they do a great job of rotating, and they always secure the defensive rebound. A lot of help defense when you watch St. Mary's play.
Brown tried the circus shot, couldn't finish. Now Rayhan for 3, leaves the hand up there. He knew it was good as soon as it left.
That's what makes the Gales so tough. The open guy is the shooter with this team. They will always make the extra pass. Rayhan, the recipient right there, a little reach foul out front.
Momentarily pauses a 10-0 run for St. Mary's. Foul is on Kyle Clark. Second personal and second team foul. Clark mentioned before, one of 7 Australians.
They're taking over. It started with Crocodile Dundee, and it hasn't quit since. But no, actually, St. Mary's has a great tradition of recruiting out of Australia. Lots of players, foreign players from all over the country in the WCC, actually all over college basketball in general. It's an international game now, Sam.
It's funny, we talked to Coach Bennett before, and he says he really feels if there is a kid coming out of Australia as they force the steal, they're confident they're going to get him. Here's the drive. Landale rejected a foul called. Amayo appeared to get part of the arm as well as the block. It's Amayo's first personal, 4th team foul. Jock Landale might have a shot at being both most improved and most valuable player in the West Coast Conference come season's end.
You know, that's an outstanding accomplishment when you think about a big guy who plays with a bunch of shooters, but they always play inside out. He gets his touches, but he stays active. He goes after offensive rebounds. And I know it's hard to find a big guy that'll run rim to rim without touching the ball a lot, but at St. Mary's they do a good job of spreading it around, but he does a great job of converting, but he misses both free throws there.
That's extremely rare. He's an 80% free throw shooter. So the lead's stuck at 6. Brandon Brown spin in the lane. Could not finish the circus shot, then knocked it out of the hands of Dane Pinto. But he was standing on the baseline, so the ball will go to St. Mary's.
Boy, Brandon Brown did everything but drop that in. Great move, had some contact in traffic, just can't get that good roll.
Tanner Krebs checking in for St. Mary's. That's where he's from.
Australia.
You got it. Landale and Rayhan passing the ball off, and now Landale stuck in a double team. Didn't see where he was throwing it and tosses it out of bounds. That'll take us to a timeout on the floor. St. Mary's on a 10-0 run. The Gales, number 19 in the nation, leading LMU by 6. St. Mary's leading by 6 thanks to all-conference preseason selection. Emmett Nahr leading the way both scoring and distributing.
Well, the only question with Emmett Nahr is how do you want it? He's a great player. He's got the assist game, can throw dimes, can turn the corner better than a lot of guards I've seen. Gets in the lane, does a lot of damage, doesn't even need ball screens. Great Euro step, and he's also lethal from outside. He's got all those different weapons, which makes him a complete player, and right now, he's the reason the Gales are in good shape.
Nahr with 3 assists already today has moved into 5th place in St. Mary's history for career assist passing. Nick Papa George played for the Gales in the 70s. Sam Farber, Corey Williams with you here at Gersten Pavilion in Los Angeles. West Coast Conference opener between the number 19 St. Mary's Gales and Loyola Marymount. By Amayo, takes it over to Matthias Markusen. It's his first shot of conference play.
Nice little two-man game by the big men, penetrate and dish.
What St. Mary's has going with Australia, LMU might start to have with Sweden. They got 2 Swedes here, including Markusen. Deep 3 goes through for Tanner Krebs. And it's now a 7-point St. Mary's lead. 21-14, St. Mary's on top. Vaughn could check that, make that Amayo with the drive. Rebound to Landale. Rayhan underneath to a wide open Dane Pinto. He finishes in a timeout taken by the Lions. This run continues for St. Mary's. Headed into this segment of the game on a 10-0 run, and it just continues.
Well, right there, you see the missed layup, but it's the transition that does you in. The ball works its way down the floor. Little miscommunication. Big man isn't back. That's an easy 2 for the Gales, and right now, the 15-2 run, when you can score buckets within 5 seconds, that's a bonus. But the Gales love that up-tempo play.
(23-14), St. Mary's leading, 6:32 to go in the first half. Head coach Randy Bennett, when we talked to him pregame, he was hesitant to say that his team was completely motivated by missing the tournament last year, but you could certainly tell it's a factor.
It is definitely a factor. That was a snub, and to return all 5 starters and want to have a little bit of a chip on your shoulder going into this season, they know that there's no room for error. If it comes down to winning the conference tournament, then that's what it is. But these guys are on a mission this year.
Trevor Manuel fouled on the drive, and he will head to the line. Foul is on Pinot, his first. Manuel, a good-looking prospect here for LMU. He's out of Lansing, Michigan. Started his college career at the University of Oregon. Now hoping to find a home here at LMU, but he was a big-time prospect coming out of Michigan.
A lot of talent, a lot of potential. Being coached up here by Coach Mike Dunlap and his staff. They expect big things from that young man.
Came out of Everett High School, which also gave the world Magic Johnson. 23-15, score in favor of St. Mary's. Brown attempting to steal. Mahon fighting for it, missed the shot, and on the putback, a foul called that'll send Landale to the strike. Fouls on Stephen Haney, his first 15th foul.
Well, Sam, right now the difference in this run is the Gales are coming away with layups, threes, and free throws. And LMU started the game getting those defensive stops, and they haven't been able to.
Mentioned earlier, Corey, St. Mary's returned all 5 starters from a year ago. Jock Landale was not one of them, but he's taken over as the top scorer on the team.
Got to feed the big man. They play a great style of inside out. There's always the threat of the post play, and they kick it out of the post for wide open threes. Landale has to convert for that offense to work.
He goes 1 for 2 on that trip to the stripe, struggling here on the road for free throws, but still a 9-point lead. St. Mary's all-conference defensive unit holding LMU to just 15. Brown with 3 on the shot clock, into the lane. Finds a way to get the right-handed lane to go.
He is a magician. End of possession, 6 seconds to go, and he makes something happen. Great move, finally gets that roll that he couldn't get earlier.
It's a 1-touchdown game, 24-17. Landale backing down, fouled as he went up with the left. Appears to be on Trevor Emanuel. Let's look at Brown again.
With 5 seconds to go, there's nobody else you want to have the ball. There you see, takes him to the playground, gets it up and in, lightning quick.
5'11", he is used to battling amongst the trees. Landale hits the first this time. Substitution coming in. Calvin Hermanson back in the game for Tanner Krebs. Landale sinks them both. 26-17, St. Mary's on top. Brown, handoff to Haney for 3, in and out. Rebound by Landale.
Haney's such a good shooter. He just needs to get a couple to get warm. It's a good-looking shot that did everything but go down.
Emmett Nar has the siege part in front of him. Easy lane, and the lead is double figures. 3 ball from Manuel, yes.
The big fella from downtown showing his skill set.
He was here earlier today for about 30 minutes, just shooting threes. Paid off there, and now St. Mary's standing on the sideline. Emmanuel, that was the first 3 he's made all season.
Couldn't have come at a better time as the Gales starting to pull away. But LMU with a couple of buckets, they got a turnover just now. They're going to need to come down, work for a good shot.
8-point advantage for St. Mary's. Hodge to Brown on top of the circle. Hodge on the wing, 10 on the shot clock. Swing it to Brown. Brown, step back 3. Off iron, rebound, fought for, and over the back is going to be called against Stephen Haney of LMU.
Number 12, Steve Haney. It's his second personal.
His second personal, 17th foul, so St. Mary's headed to the line.
Coach Mike Dunlap was talking about this today at practice. The foul count is very important to the Lions. They do not want to be in a situation where they send St. Mary's to the free throw line. That's exactly what's happened here with 4 minutes to go because they're not earning their points. He wanted them to earn their points in the one-on-one.
1 and 1 here, and more free throw frustrations for the Gales as Hermanson misses. Just his second miss from the line all year. Something about this gym.
Conference play, you can throw out all the percentages, the rankings. These are always battles head-to-head. The team, obviously, that makes the fewest mistakes is going to have the advantage.
Wojtacz jump stop in the lane and then pivoted after. Turnover back to St. Mary's. They'll have the ball when we return. Gales leading by 8.
Right here, Emmett Nar, nobody home. I'll take those as the Gales up 8.
With Dino Gaudio, I'm Brendan Fitzgerald, standing by for halftime. Coming up, highlights of Gonzaga's opening win in conference play. Also, a little gamesmanship from Georgia. Funny moment. What have you seen so far in this?
St. Mary's on-ball defense is outstanding. That's why Loyola Marymount doesn't have many threes.
It's an 8-point lead. Sam and Corey will see you in a few minutes.
All right, thank you, guys. And keep in mind, tomorrow we just keep on bowling. Plenty of college basketball and college football here on the network. 2 more games for you on ESPN, starting with the AutoZone Liberty Bowl between Georgia and TCU at noon Eastern. And at 3:30, it's the Franklin American Mortgage Music City Bowl. Nebraska squares off against number 21 Tennessee in Nashville. Both games are also streaming live on the ESPN app and watch ESPN. Here in Los Angeles, 28-20, St. Mary's leading and scoring this battle of the 2 point guards. Brown getting his points, but not much else for LMU.
Not much else, and that's really the problem. No baskets that are easy to come by, not a lot of assists, guys working hard in the one-on-one, but LMU's got to be more aggressive. They got to try to get fouled, get to the free throw line.
We got a turnover here by St. Mary's. Dane Pinot handing the ball back to LMU.
A bucket here for LMU would be huge. Bring it to 6.
Manuel with the drive, the sky hook, missed the shot and then fouling from behind. He fought for the rebound. He'll send Pinot back to the stripe, where it has been an uncharacteristically off day for the Gales. They are heading into West Coast Conference play, the #1 free throw shooting team in the conference, and yet have gone 3 for 8 so far today.
They haven't done well at the stripe, and LMU not that disciplined. You miss a shot and you commit a foul on a rebound, giving them an opportunity to score.
And what do you know? Pinot, one of the worst free throw shooters on the team, makes it.
Must be his night.
This to send the lead back to double figures. And he drains them both. Pinot has 4, the lead is 10. Just over 3 minutes remaining here at Kirsten Pavilion. Ryan's running the weave up top. Brown dives in. Kicked it out to Manuel, had an open 3. And he'll drive and kick. Brown fading away, way off to the right, rebound to the Gales. Now Manuel with the steal in transition.
A great play by Manuel in traffic to use his length.
Brown with the air ball. Rebound was controlled by Manuel, but he's standing on the baseline. And the ball goes back to St. Mary's. Brandon Brown leading the Lions with 7 points, but maybe trying to do a little too much. He'll get subbed out. Here's Tutu checking in. And there's Matthias Marcuson. He replaces Stephen Haney. 2.5 minutes to play in the half. Gales leading by 10. Tried to throw it to the corner and a good interception by Muniz Tutu. Tutu's pass tipped and taken away. Rayhan one-on-one all the way to the basket. Finishes and gets landed on at the end of the play. Officials will blow it dead as Rayhan took a big hit from Trevor Manuel. He's holding his left shoulder.
A lot of contact after that layup. He got pinned between the floor and the stanchion there, but great anticipation by Rayhan to get in the lane. Makes the layup, but then just some contact after the fact, and boy, he got landed on.
Okay to continue. St. Mary's enjoying their biggest lead of the night. Up by 12 with 2 minutes to play in the half. Rayhan defending Tutu. Swing it left side into the corner. And we'll back out to Muniz Tutu, sophomore. To Manuel. Shuffle his feet, got away with it. Now Tutu with 3 on the shot clock. Lefty lane won't go, and a foul on the floor. Appears to be on Kyle Clark of St. Mary's.
And Sam, right now, without Brandon Brown out there, clean looks are so hard to come by. You see LMU pounding the ball, passing it around, trying to create some offense. They've really struggled here in the last 3 or 4 minutes.
Tutu to Manuel, open for 3, yes! His first 2 triples of the year to open conference play.
He's come into the game with a lot of energy, flying around, making efforts defensively, knocking down threes.
Got 7. It's down to a single-digit deficit. Landale, spin move in the lane, throws it underneath, and the lane is good. Landale finds Pinot, and the lead goes back to 11. Under a minute to play in the half. Toch fouled on his way to the rim. Only the 5th team foul against the Gales. So LMU will inbound from the baseline. Marcusson hands it off to Tutu. Swede gives it to the Canadian. A lot of international talent here on the floor. Deflection out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lions. St. Mary's on the season 9-0 when leading at halftime. It looks like they'll be doing that. It's a matter of how much they'll be doing it by.
LMU has to find some consistency on offense, get a couple of easy baskets. They've knocked down a few threes, but other than that, not a whole lot going on.
3 on the shot clock. Tutu from distance, too strong. And the rebound, Rayhan going up amongst the trees, pulls it in.
Big play for the Gales here. They want to finish with 1 shot. Now LMU's going to react and drop into a 2-3 zone to try to confuse things. And there's the turnover.
Toch with the steal. Toch all the way to the 10. Righty lane is good.
Brilliant call by Mike Dunlap right there. Switch it up to the zone, get the easy 2.
Now Hermanson at the buzzer from midcourt. No. So LMU trims the lead slightly. They'll still hit halftime, trailing by 9. 34-25 our score. Now let's go to the studio to join Brendan Fitzgerald and Dino Gaudio for the college basketball halftime reports.
Sam, Corey, thanks very much. St. Mary's out to a 9-point.
St. Mary's has flown down here to the City of Angels, and they're enjoying their stay so far. Number 19 team in the nation, leading 34-25 on the road to open up conference play. Hi, everybody. Sam Farber alongside Corey Williams. And Corey, so far today, the Gales defense, which came into tonight ranked top 5 in the nation, they've lived up to the billing, holding LMU to just 25 points.
Well, they've had a great team effort defensively. This is a team that's locked in. They know where the ball's supposed to be. And it's all about anticipation. You don't react. You anticipate what's going to happen. And the Gales have done a great job of getting in the passing lanes. All 4 players locked in on where that ball is. There you see Nar coming from another position to help out defensively. Just that little bit of edge has made a huge difference for St. Mary's. It allowed them to get out in the transition, but having 4 guys locked in defensively, that's the key.
Look at the first half stats. St. Mary's shooting almost 60% from the floor, but maybe leaving a little meat on the bone there, Corey. Only 5 threes attempted.
That's because the Lions have decided to stay at home and not give up the 3, and that's why St. Mary's has been shooting that high percentage, that 2-point layup in the paint type of situation, because that's a strategy for Loyola Marymount.
Kind of pick your poison. St. Mary's averaging almost 10 threes per contest. They come out of here with a conference opener victory. They won't mind if they don't hit that average.
Absolutely. When you see the Gales play, they want to get you rotating. The moment you start rotating, that's when they start raining threes on you. And right now, LMU deciding to stay at home and give up the layup rather than give up the 3.
Jovanovic Drive from outside the three-point arc, up with the left hand, missed the shot and the rebound to St. Mary's.
And they got to get him going early. Not a lot of productivity from him in the first half. He was laced with 2 fouls, but he's got to make an impact.
Rehan and Nar, the all-conference backcourt playing catch. Now down low, wide open Landale, and he finishes at the rim.
And that's what they do. They spread you out. They roll the big man right down the middle of your defense. You either react and give up the 3, or you give up the point-blank two-pointer.
11-point deficit now for LMU. And Corey, what can the Lions do to get back into this game?
Well, they forced 10 turnovers in the first half, but they got to convert those into some transition baskets. They got to get stops, and that would be a big help right there. Knock down a couple of triples, but follow that up with some solid defensive stops.
Eric Johansson, a 40% three-point shooter, fouling it up from distance. He's got 8, and that's the deficit. Nar's pass tipped and stolen away by Trevor Manuel.
A good stop right there by LMU. Get their hands up, make a deflection, see if they can create.
Brown to Manuel, in traffic, goes up, no foul called, a lot of contact.
Got to go stronger than that. That's a drop step dunk.
No, down low, and a foul called before the lay-in attempt. He'll be on the floor. It's on Jovanovic, his 3rd.
That's huge. We're not even 2 minutes into the second half. He's got 3 fouls, has to play very safe in the post, and that's another cheap foul right there. The Gales catching him sleeping on the inbounds pass. You work on these out-of-bounds plays and shoot around and prepare for them. This is just a simple screen with a cut. And if you're going to commit the foul, you got to put a little more heart into it than easy and one here.
Alvin Hermanson finishes the and one. Points for him, and the lead is back to double figures. 2 minutes into the second half. Koch with the drive. And he misses the lay-in. Rebound Landale. And now Koch gets the steal, ball loose underneath, recovered by St. Mary's. Kick out. Rehan for 3. Off to the right, and a foul called on the rebound. It's on St. Mary's. Landale, it's his first personal. That's the scary thing about St. Mary's, is the improvement of Landale.
Right, with him as a legitimate threat in the post, you really do have to pick your poison. You got to double the big man and leave somebody, and St. Mary's loves it because they make that extra pass and shoot the 3. But his presence, his ability to score makes them very, very tough.
Brown around the screen. Into the lane. Up with the right hand, too strong. Rebound controlled by LMU. Manuel spins, and he is fouled.
I really like the energy Trevor Manuel has come into the game with. He's knocked down a couple shots in the first half, but right there, offensive rebound, goes up strong to the rack. We talked about the Lions getting back to the free throw line, being more aggressive.
Manuel misses the first. His Pret career, he hit up the who's who of big-time high schools, went to Oak Hill Academy, and graduated from Magic Johnson's alma mater, Everett.
Big-name programs, and you got to be able to play a little basketball to lace them up at Oak Hill. Strong tradition, countless players in college and on to the NBA coming out of that program.
10-point lead after the 1-for-2 trip to the line. Rehan drives into lane, shot spiked away by Manuel, and he is hit with a foul. He's saying all ball.
He may have a case there. Rehan got in trouble, was in no man's land, trying to score in the land amongst the trees. What do we talk about? There are no finger rolls in conference play. I don't see a foul there, Sam. That's just good defense.
Nonetheless, Rayhan goes to the line. Started his college career at Boston College, and between BC and St. Mary's College, over 1,000 career points and closing in on 500 career assists.
Well, you talk about a complete guard. He was on absolute hero mode last season, knocking down big shots, making big plays for the Gales. A great guy who doesn't shy away from the ball in the final moments, and he's bringing all that experience back for this year. But once again, the free throw woes continue for St. Mary's.
Something is up in this building for St. Mary's at the line, although not much else, still leading by 10. Gales 6 of 12 from the free throw line, and now a turnover by the Lions. Foul on Jovanovic, his 4th.
And that's such an unnecessary foul. You're trying to set a back screen. There's no need to move and get a piece of Rayhan right in front of the official. Easy call to make, but young players got to stay set. Let the defender run into you.
Kelvin Amayo checks in for Jovanovic. Smaller LMU lineup. Drive by Nar, and he walked.
And that's the strategy right there for LMU. They do not rotate to the penetration. They force the guard to finish in the one-on-one. And right there, Nar was expecting someone to come over, and when no one did, they were able to get the travel. But LMU's going to stay at home and force those guards to score in the one-on-one.
Saw Jovanovic on the bench with 4 fouls, the transfer from Hawaii. Played in the NCAA tournament a year ago. Helped the Warriors to the second round. Haney to touch with 8 on the shot clock. Goes up against 2 defenders, and a foul is called.
And that's what the Lions need, a little aggressiveness on the offensive end. Take it in there and draw some fouls.
That'll take us to a timeout on the floor. St. Mary's sustaining a 10-point lead here on the road in Los Angeles. New Year's Eve is going to be special. The playoff semifinals, Washington versus Alabama in the Peach Bowl, and then Ohio State versus Clemson. Full day of football action. We've had a full day of West Coast Conference basketball already today. Finishing things off here in Los Angeles with St. Mary's leading on the road 39-29. And Gonzaga doing what they do, beating Pepperdine to open up their conference action.
You got to keep your eye on the Dons of San Francisco, playing some good basketball right now.
Like them.
Surprising everybody with the win against Utah. And obviously the Zags are going to be the hunted #1 team in the WCC. That's nothing new for Mark Few and his crew, but it's going to be a great season in WCC basketball.
And BYU, a 30-point conference opening win. They are the 3rd team in the equation. Conference officials hoping, after being a 1-bid league last year, the West Coast Conference will get some love and maybe get 2 or 3 in this time around.
I got to tell you, I thought I was alone last year thinking that they should have got 3 teams in. BYU scoring over 90 points a game, putting on a show in the NIT. Anytime you got a chance to put those kind of teams in the tournament, I thought BYU and St. Mary's both deserved a bid.
Toch went 1 for 2, but we've got a lane violation on Joe Rayhan for St. Mary's, so a second opportunity for Toch. And missed it strong again. So the deficit remains at 9.
Little 2-3 zone action by LMU. See if they can start to get some stops.
Pano to the corner for Nar, lets the flyby go by, puts up the 3, missed it, and the rebound tapped out. Last touch by Landale, says the official. Toch. He wanted to step back there, ran into too much traffic. Now Brown. Pull up Jay from the elbow. Off the miss, a save attempt by LMU's Kelvin Amayo. And he stepped on the line.
Brandon Brown really has to get it going. 3 for 13 right now. He can score, but Had some looks, just hasn't had them fall.
Brown last year struggled shooting against St. Mary's, was under 30% from the field in 3 meetings. I got a foul underneath on Boyd Toch. His third and 15th foul already against LMU, just 5 minutes into the half.
Physical game out there, and then going back to Brandon's struggles, you got to credit the St. Mary's defense. You see 3, 4, sometimes the entire team rotating.
Foul called on Trevor Manuel. Official said he dropped his arms down on Landale. You be the judge.
Got to stay completely straight up and vertical. Had his arms bent in, and a good post man is going to dive into those arms and draw that contact. Another
Free throw woes continue.
Another missed free throw.
Landale is 3 for 7 from the line. Same average the team's got. Ends up going 1 for 2. Landale 8.7 boards so far tonight. Drive, lay it, and the foul. Amayo, graduate transfer from Iona, the hoop in the heart.
Boy, that's just a grown man move right there. Straight to the rim. Takes it up off the glass.
Misses the free one. Amayo in his 6th year of NCAA eligibility. Working on his master's right now here at LMU.
Outstanding young man. I had the chance to meet with him earlier today at practice. So focused, locked into what coach wants him to do. You see him out there battling for the defensive rebound, but the Gales.
Hermanson does not get it and one. Charges through Trevor Manuel, and some life on the LMU side.
Nice decision by Manuel. Last time he tried to go straight up and drew the foul. This time he says, you know what? I'm going to keep my hands to myself, sit here, take the hit, sell it to the officials, and that is LMU ball. Outstanding defensive play right there by Trevor Manuel.
Lions trailing by 8. Brown to Amayo. Brown again. Just inside the free throw line, rattles home. And it's a 2-possession game. 9 for Brown.
Sam, this is conference basketball. You got to put teams away. Everyone's comfortable. Everyone's going to fight. They know you very well. And right now, LMU's gotten himself back into a good position.
3 from Pinnell. Missed. Rebound tipped and controlled by Stephen Haney. Brown to Amayo. Back to Brown in the corner.
Well, St. Mary's doing a great job on the ball, not allowing the penetration.
Amayo in traffic. Mr. Strong got it back, and as he goes up, he's fouled. Kelvin Amayo headed to the strike.
The Lions with a lot of energy right now, taking the ball strong to the rim, going after the offensive glass, and we talked about it. They have to find a way to get to the free throw line, and right now they're just forcing the issue, trying to claw their way back into this game.
Amayo had knee surgery prior to last year at Iona. Hits the first. Got his BA in criminal justice there, now Masters of Education. Good job of using all your eligibility and get as many degrees as possible.
No question about that. Taking advantage of the opportunity for higher level coursework and still coming in, putting a full day with the basketball program. I don't remember having that much energy when I was in college.
And make no mistake, he can play too. He's had some 20-point games in his career. Here's a nice lay-in by Emmett Nahr. The lead is back to 7 for St. Mary's. 42-35 the score. Drive, right-hand lay-in. Too strong for Manuel. Rebounded by the Gales. Joe Rayhan into the lane. And we got a blocking foul called on Manuel. He wanted a second charge.
I think he set up a little too deep inside the no-call area, so the blocking foul was what he was going to get. You got to give the offensive player room to come down.
That's the 7th team foul, so bonus situation here for the Gales, who typically are very good at the stripe. Not so much today. 77% free throw shooting team has gone 7 for 15 tonight.
Completely unacceptable.
Rehan, an 81% free throw shooter, misses.
They are leaving the door wide open for the Lions to just climb back into this game. Missed free throws, and now
Jovanovic with the hook over Landale. He's playing with 4 fouls.
And why not? You get 5, you might as well use him. You've got 12 minutes left in the game. Put him out there, get what you can get, and hope he doesn't pick up the 5th. But right now, it's all hands on deck for LMU. They've got to make a run.
To Landale, and charging the call.
And the Lions taking a page from St. Mary's in terms of anticipation. Rotating over, knowing that the pick and roll is coming. They've seen enough tape. They move over, take the hit. He had no chance to block the shot. Just get in the way and draw the offensive foul. Great play by LMU.
Landale's had 3 fouls called on him all this half. And now LMU with the score can make it a 1-possession game.
A bucket here, and you'll hear this crowd who's already back into the game, but talk about momentum. This is a big possession right now.
12 minutes left in regulation. Amayo goes up, shot deflected. Jovanovic reverse lay-in won't go, and the rebound to Landale.
2 good looks right there for the Lions, but St. Mary's holds. We'll see if they can get something going offensively.
Into the corner. And that shot's rejected by Jovanovic. Jovanovic gets it back. Up strong with the right hand. Gets it to go.
And the Lions are back. Sam, this morning, Coach Mike Dunlap challenged his team to step up. And you see in the lane the 2, but it all started on the defensive end with the big-time block. And that's what's brought them back right here. You try to attack the rim, no sir. And now the Lions are back in this game.
A lot made about St. Mary's Aussies, but it's LMU's strong Sturbs, Stefan Jovanovic, that has truly impacted this game the last couple minutes.
Well, there's no question he's talented, but he's got his back against the wall with 4 fouls. But there you see the bucket, the block, and the finish. Right now, we talk about making an impact. Why not? With 4 fouls, the game's on the line, conference opener, ranked opponent coming in, and he's all smiles as he's found a rhythm. He was invisible for the first half, but he's shown up big time for the Lions.
Jovanovic transfer from Hawaii, now St. Mary's throws it out of bounds. LMU ball on the baseline. Real quick on Jovanovic, Hawaii had all kinds of NCAA issues. They had house cleaning, basically everyone transferred, and their loss is LMU's gain. Jovanovic has got the Lions in this one against the number 19 team in the country. Lions trailing by 3 with the ball when we come back. It's the games we've been waiting for all season, the college football playoff semifinals on ESPN, December 31st, Saturday. First up, the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl at 3 p.m. Eastern. Number 4 Washington battles number 1 Alabama. Then at 7, it's number 3 Ohio State and number 2 Clemson in the PlayStation Fiesta Bowl. Both games are also streaming live on the ESPN app, and watch ESPN. That early one, Corey, Washington against number 1 Alabama. Kind of like this one, a lot of people giving a lot of credit to the nationally ranked number 1 team, but folks out west do like Washington.
Well, normally you'd say good offense would beat good defense, but that good defense is the Alabama Crimson Tide, who scores points on defense like it's nothing. That's going to be a great game.
Here, St. Mary's good defense has been penetrated. Now, not quite a jam, but it's good enough to make it a 1-point game. Kelvin Amayo open underneath.
You double the big fella. He's got a little court vision. He's got his swagger back, dropping dimes. And we got a 1-point affair.
And lots of time. Just under 11 minutes left here at Gersten Pavilion in Los Angeles. Sam Farber, Corey Williams here with you tonight for the West Coast Conference opener. Number 19, St. Mary's in some trouble. Landale with 4 on the shot clock. Spins into the lane, up with the right hand, missed the shot. Jovanovic, the rebound, and LMU can take the lead.
Landale's got to attack the rim. You got a guy with 4 fouls on you, and he's putting in work. You have to get him fouled out. A baby jump hook is not going to cut it.
Brown in the corner, feeds Jovanovic. Underneath, and the shot is blocked. Amayo had a little bit of a window there, but it's erased by Dane Pinot.
And he's got to go up stronger than that and dunk it. And on the other end, Nar answers with the triple.
Shoots 46% from deep. And the lead is 4.
That was a big sequence right there for the Gales to get the block, which was a guaranteed 2, and to answer with a 3.
Brown tries to answer, cannot. Rebound Pinot. Here come the Gales. Rehan, baseline drive to Landale, right hand finish, and the foul on Jovanovic. That's 5.
And that's exactly what you want to do. Get into him, create the contact. Don't settle for a baby hook and go away from the defender. Right there, you see the experience. Rehan on the penetration, drops it to the big fella. A little too much contact, and he'll have to sit down with his 5th foul.
Landale joins Nar in double figures in a big loss in Jovanovic. Only 6 points and 4 rebounds, but his impact on this second half was really starting to become a factor.
It was huge, and credit St. Mary's as they missed yet another free throw. Going on a little bit of run, getting the lead back up to 6 because this place was rocking, and it was a 1-point game.
Still lots of time. The lead is up to 6, though, for St. Mary's. On the shot clock. Brown down low to Touch. Touch spins baseline up with the right hand. Yes.
The little fella on the block. That's a nice spin move. Looked like a 5-man on that one.
Well, like Jovanovic. Touch originally from Sudan. He looked like the Surge.
Nice post move. Up and under. You want to get the ball inside. Here's end of possession. You got the ball to Rehan, who's going to try to work a little something for the Gales.
Nice screen from Landale. They go pick and roll. Rehan all the way to the lane, and he's fouled. St. Mary's wanted a goaltend after the fact. Not going to get that part of it. Foul on Tosh is his 4th.
And this is one of those end of possession luxuries when you got a guard like Rehan who can take it straight to the rim, create something, whether it's free throws or an assist. Having a guard that can finish off when things are a little bit crazy and try to get you some points.
Hey Joe, what are you? You're ugly.
Rehan's first goes through. All-conference preseason selection. His first team All-WCC last year and the newcomer of the year for the conference. Transferring from Boston College.
Now looking forward to it, huh? That's a bummer, dude. Oh my God. You won't.
He goes 2 for 2. And another sub into the game for LMU. Bring in Matthias Markussen for boy Touch.
And Sam, if you're LMU, the recipe stays the same. You stay aggressive and attack the rim. Get to the free throw line, get layups, and then look for your outside shot. They've done a great job of that so far in the second half. See if it continues.
A double team at Brown. Runs away from it. Into the corner. And a foul call just before the thunderous dunk from Manuel.
Mr. Referee, we don't want the foul. We want the showtime. What a play by Trevor Manuel. He's like, Coach, I want the 2. Oh, that's a strong move right there. That's next level.
That's Sports Center top 10 without it counting.
Oh, you got to get to the hard way now at the line.
Manuel, an 80% free throw shooter on the season. Rattles the first one in. Manuel has 9 points. Transfer from Oregon. Hits them both. Double figures for Trevor Manuel. It's a 4-point game. St. Mary's leading.
See how well the Lions defend the dribble handoff. That's a huge part of the Gales offense.
Landale down low against the freshman. All the way down and somehow gets it to roll through despite some pretty good defense from Marcusson.
Better to be lucky than good because he lost that ball on the way up and somehow pushed it over to the rim.
Manuel left open for 3. Got it again.
Are you serious? Having a big impact on this game. Trevor Manuel has taken things into his own hands and provided some much-needed offense for LMU.
He is 1 shy of his career high, and it's back to a 1-possession game. Landale outside. Hermanson answers.
And that's composure and experience. When you return starters, they're not hesitant to take the big shot in crucial moments. That's a nice look by Calvin.
Coming up on 7 minutes to play in this one. LMU hanging with the number 19 team in the nation. And on the shot clock, Brown moving to his left. Handoff Manuel. 2 on the shot clock. They have to hoist. And the shot is off the mark. And Stephen Haney, and now out of bounds. Last touch by Manuel. Crowd does not like it. Trevor Manuel, if he got this one to count, he'd have a career high. Dunk only counts for a highlight. This triple, though, does count, and he's keeping LMU in the game. Gales still leading on the road by 6. LMU trailing by 6, but that young man, Trevor Manuel, coming out of nowhere, has helped the Lions stay in the game. 0 career threes coming into tonight. He's hit 3 of them.
You got to appreciate this for what it is. This is 6'9", never made a 3 in a game, and all of a sudden he catches fire right here. Tremendous skill set. Obviously can play above the rim, but knocking down the perimeter shot, bringing the Lions roaring back.
And he was here 4 or 5 hours before a tip time, just shooting threes, every angle. Look at the stat sheet. He hasn't made one yet. Well, he was trying for a good reason.
Well, he'll be looking for his own play in practice tomorrow. Coach, you got something for me? Draw him up a play. Anybody that can knock down 3 out of 3. Proving to Coach Dunlap that he's got that in his skill set, and it's been a big boost to the Lions in the second half.
LMU with some full court pressure. St. Mary's slowly breaks it. Now a foul on Manuel for a hand check. He was a big-time recruit. He wasn't quite ESPN 100, but he was just below it coming out of Everett High School in Michigan.
Well, it's not where you start, it's where you finish. And so work hard and now become a good player. People will take notice.
Emmett Nahr at the line. And this is the first of 2 free throws. That was the 4th foul, by the way, against Manuel. More foul trouble for the Lions. Nahr hits the second. He has 15. See 4 fouls on the emerging superstar for LMU. Brown in the lane, can't finish. Rebound, Rayhan.
And Sam, now you'll see St. Mary's play through Jacques Landale, who's the biggest guy on the floor. LMU has to rotate to him.
A lot to Landale and a foul is called on Brown for a push from behind. So Landale will head to the line.
Lion fans do not like this call. You got the smallest guy on the court coming in. Where's the foul? Not a whole lot of contact there.
Where you gonna play, Sweden?
First one is good. Jock Landale leading the conference in rebounding. He has a double-double tonight. 13 points, 10 rebounds, and he'll go 1 for 2.
Like I said, look for the Gales to ride him down the stretch and force LMU to rotate or double team.
6 minutes left in the contest. The lead is 8 for St. Mary's. Haney underneath. Manuel with the flush.
He is playing on another level tonight.
Career high for Trevor Manuel. LMU's got a new star.
Trevor Manuel with 4 fouls. He has to be careful here in the post.
Landale backing him down. Spins baseline, and he is able to bank it home. Lead back to 8. Touch, step back 3. Missed everything. Lions still trailing by 8, but this feels like it should have bonus points.
Absolutely, no question about it. Attacking the rim, SC top 10. Come on, bruh. Where's the help? No one wanted any parts on that one.
The first one did not count. That one counts. Still though, St. Mary's up 8.
If you didn't hear me the first time, let me say it again.
The star is born on West Coast Conference basketball after dark. Hermanson down to Landale and traveling. Trevor Manuel, previous career high was 14. Really did not play much at Oregon. And what's even more remarkable for a young guy who hasn't played a lot, he's doing most of this with 4 fouls.
We know I talked to Coach Dunlap earlier today. He said, Corey, I play everybody. Everybody's going to play. We go 9 deep, so it's that next man up mentality. It's not who starts the game, it's who finishes the game. But you're right. The aggressiveness, the ability, the confidence to come out of nowhere and play this well for him. It's a big night.
Mayo got stuck under the rim and turns it over. St. Mary's will slow it up. Veteran backcourt, 2 all-conference selections.
And Sam, that's what's held them in this. The veteran play out front. They've taken some big plays, but they haven't given up the lead. They've answered every run.
Clark way off the mark for 3. Did not draw iron. Shot clock is at 5. Rayhan underneath through the hands of Clark, out of bounds, and it's turned over to LMU. So the Lions, some good defense and some very explosive offense. Trevor Manuel's got a career high. He's got an SC Top 10 nominee. And the Lions have the ball, trailing 58-50 with 3:48 to go.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Samuel Adams. Pursue better.
58-50 the score. St. Mary's leading on the road at LMU. Under 4 minutes to play here in Los Angeles. Beautiful night over in Santa Monica. We're just a little down the road and a little bit down the ways. We get to keep on bowling. 2 more games for you on ESPN, starting with the AutoZone Liberty Bowl between Georgia and TCU at noon Eastern. Then at 3:30, it's the Franklin American Mortgage Music City Bowl. Nebraska squares off against number 21 Tennessee in Nashville. Both games are also streaming live on the ESPN app and watch ESPN. Well, here tonight, St. Mary's with an 8-point advantage. Coach Bennett knows his team only has 1 loss this season, but said there were still some things to work on. He was right. A lot of turnovers tonight for the Gales.
A lot of turnovers and 12 missed free throws, yet they're still up 8 with 3:45 or 3:47 to go. You're wondering if LMU can find a way to turn that corner, cut into that lead.
Underneath, Amayo cannot finish. Landale, the conference leader in rebounding, pulls another one off the glass. That's his 11th. And now St. Mary's will continue to drain the clock, but also try and hang on to the basketball. Season high 17 turnovers tonight.
17 turnovers right now. LMU trying to pick up the defensive intensity. If you trap the Gales, they can burn you with a three.
Nar pick and roll with Landale. Nar kicks it outside. Pino knocks it home. And despite the highlights for LMU, St. Mary's keeps plugging along. Their lead is back to double digits.
That was a big-time play. It's just what we talked about. You don't rotate properly, the Gales will knock down shots from the perimeter.
Amayo, Emmanuel head fakes the three. 10 on the shot clock. Now Brown into the lane. That's a lot of contact, and that one is swatted away by Rayhan.
Big-time defensive presence by Rayhan. He's tough as nails. Takes a little bit of contact and still has the timing. Get that out of here. Big-time block.
Almost an assist man. Gets the rejection. Daniel, right-hand runner won't go. Rebounded by St. Mary's. And with 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, Gales leading by 11. Reality starting to take hold.
The Gales have made play after play. Every time there's been a run, there's been an answer. Gotten down to a one-possession game, one-point game a couple of times, and they've made big plays down the stretch.
Landale finishes underneath. 17 points, 11 boards for the big man from down under.
Too big and too deep. You let somebody 6'11" get the ball that close to the rim, that's guaranteed 2. But there's guaranteed 3 right there.
A star is born. Trevor Manuel's 4th 3. He's got 18. That's the most for tonight's contest, but still a 10-point deficit for the Lions. 10 on the shot clock. Nar to Landale, and he is fouled by Manuel. Trevor Manuel frustrated that he just picked up his 5th.
So impressed with Emmett Nar. Freezes the defender with the hesitation, drives down the lane and drops it off for his big fella. He created that whole sequence for the Gales right there.
So that'll do it for Trevor Manuel. 18 points, 4 for 4 from deep. He gets a standing ovation from this Thurston Pavilion crowd. They're going to look forward to seeing him play a lot.
They should, and he answered the call. There's a lot of foul trouble on the interior. Comes in, makes big plays, gets the team back into the game. Just couldn't get enough. Too much experience down the stretch for St. Mary's. A tough team. They know coming in here they were going to be tested, and they've answered.
He could be a big-time player. He's long, athletic, can clearly shoot, can clearly dunk.
No doubt about it. One of those players that's great on the move, can be a threat from the perimeter, and obviously plays above the rim.
Meanwhile, Landale knocks down some free throws. It is 64-53. Landale, 18 points, 11 rebounds. He'll take a seat, likely for the last 90 seconds. Amayo, the fadeaway bank shot. Now Touch gets a steal. Brown head fakes the 3, flyby, puts it up from distance, can't finish. And St. Mary's clears the glass. 1 minute left to play.
You see Coach Randy Bennett up directing traffic.
Amayo going for the steal, commits the foul. Really, Corey, for both teams, a lot of good tonight. For LMU, you battled against the nationally ranked top 20 program. Maybe found a new star player. And if you're St. Mary's, you got a lot to work on. You had a lot of turnovers, and yet you still overcome it and open conference play with a win.
That's a good point. You know, I always believe you don't know what you have until conference play starts. I'm not too concerned with your non-conference schedule because that's who you want to play, going where you want to go. But when conference rolls around, like you said, everyone knows everyone, and it's tough, and it's a lot of confrontation, a lot of adversity, and both teams learned a little bit about themselves. LMU responded, made a run, But the Gales, when the chips were down, continued to make plays.
Nar with the free throws makes it 66-55. Haney could not finish, but he'll head to the line for two. Foul is on Pinot, his fifth. And so he will have to sit down. Pinot somewhat quietly, almost a double-double, 9 points, 8 rebounds.
You know, he's a big-time player. Like you said, hits the spot-up threes, can post up, slasher, and just very active. That's why he always ends up with good stats, because he stays on the move.
And Randy Bennett's squad, they are deep. They returned all 5 starters from last year. A lot of good things ahead, they're hoping, for the Gales. Tomorrow, the Capital One Orange Bowl. For some of you, that's tonight. Chip Harbaugh and number 6 Michigan take on number 11 Florida State at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. Also streaming live on the ESPN app and watch ESPN. First free throw good for Stephen Haney. Redshirt junior, a transfer from Central Florida. He had 24 points last game against Morgan State. Did not really get it going here tonight. Those are his first points. Single-digit deficit, full court pressure from LMU, and St. Mary's breaks it with their senior backcourt. Hermanson, cross-court pass to Nar. He's fouled by Brown. Free throws coming up for Emmett Nar, redshirt junior from Sydney, Australia. It's Coach Dunlap of LMU. Lions certainly taking strides. Last year, tied for 7th in the West Coast Conference, finished the year just below 500. Right now, this holds up. It'd be 7-5, still above 500.
And for Coach Mike Dunlap, that's his focus. You know, you talk about rebuilding a program, it's not an overnight process. It's not sometimes a 4, 5, 6 year process, creating a winning culture, getting guys to buy in, creating a tradition, getting the fan base motivated again. LMU is a storied program, and they're on the rise.
And Coach Dunlap will take the opportunity to coach up his kids a little bit more. LMU trailing by 11. Really, when you look at the West Coast Conference, despite the good things we're seeing from LMU, it's about St. Mary's and that top 2 or 3 teams. Most people would say they were snubbed last year. Have you seen the improvement so far from St. Mary's into this season?
We've definitely seen the improvement. There were situations last year where a run was made and they had no answer, but this year's team has that chip on their shoulder. They've got that experience. You know, we talked to Coach Bennett before the game. He doesn't have to pull a lot of strings. His guys know what to do in crucial situations. As you saw tonight, play after play after play, they answered the bell. But looking at the big picture in the WCC, I think it's unfair that there's such a thin line that they have to walk where it's always a 1 or 2 bid league. In the last couple of years I've covered them, they've had 3 teams that were tournament worthy, but the way things worked out, teams didn't get in. But with Gonzaga, St. Mary's, BYU, all three of those teams early on have shown me that they're solid teams that hopefully will be under consideration.
Joe Lenardi's latest bracketology came out earlier today. The Gales were 5 seed. So some room to work with. Touch on the drive is fouled, and he'll head to the line for 2. Fouls on Rayon, his first. Boyd Touch, originally from Sudan, his family moved to Omaha, Nebraska. He and his 3 brothers, 2 sisters now call Omaha home. This is the first. Substitution into the game for St. Mary's is Jordan Hunter. We'll play the game again. Guess where he's from?
I'm going to take a wild guess and say Australia.
You are correct. 7 Aussies for St. Mary's. Hard to build a pipeline in California, so if you can get one from somewhere, they certainly have some good players coming over from Australia.
They've had a number of sensational players, some in the NBA now. That pipeline of talent.
Foul as Jordan Ford was dribbling up the floor. He is from Folsom, California.
He's the foreigner on the team.
It's almost that way. They got 15 players, 7 are from Australia, so.
I think if you're Coach Randy Bennett, you want nothing more than this kind of game from your team. It's a conference game. You open up on the road. You get tested. Your guys respond, show a little backbone. You know you're going to get everyone's best shot going forward in conference play. So why wait? Why not wait around? Get tested early, and they responded. I think he's got a lot to be disciplined. I know there'll be some free throw shooting at practice in a couple of days, but a good solid win for the Gales, but a good showing for the Lions as well.
Ford hits them both. Toch fouled out with 6. Now we got a blocking foul. Or is it? Nope, they call it a charge. One official on one side had his arm up, looked like he was about to call a block. The one underneath says charge. Tanner Krebs taking the contact. So 14 seconds left. St. Mary's leading by 12. And they inbound the ball to Krebs, who stepped out of bounds.
Coach Mike Dunlap using every second of this game to get his guys end-of-game experience. Can we create a couple turnovers? Because there may be other opportunities during the season where they need to do this.
We're going to play BYU next here, LMU. St. Mary's, meanwhile, they will go home and host San Diego on New Year's Eve. Foul on Hunter, his first, and to the line goes Brown. Another rough shooting night for Brown against the Gales, 4 for 18 from the field.
And this was a situation where he just couldn't get any separation. Everything he shot was contested. St. Mary's did a great job of staying in front of him. There were not a lot of easy looks for him.
Hits them both here. He's into double figures with 11. Less than 10 seconds to play, and LMU going to play to the buzzer. And free throw practice starts early.
Yeah.
Joe Rehan, earlier today, moved into the number 5 spot. Check that was his backcourt mate, Emmett Nar, who moved into 5th all-time in the St. Mary's record book for assists. Amayo just fouled out, 7 points on the night. Rehan into double figures, and now he's got 11. Lead is 12, and he will sub out. Kyle Clark back in the game. One more possession for LMU. Brown underneath and stripped before the last second attempt is Marcuson. That is it. Number 19, St. Mary's survives a game effort from LMU for a 72-60 victory. Corey, your final thoughts tonight on the conference opener for the Gales?
St. Mary's is the real deal. They stood strong and they delivered when they needed to the most. LMU, a young club on the rise, but the Gales holding court and getting that good conference road win.
Once again, our final score, 72-60 in favor of St. Mary's. For Corey Williams and our entire ESPN crew, I'm Sam Farber. It's been a pleasure and a privilege talking to you tonight here in LA. Coming up next on ESPNU, the re-airing of the Valero Alamo Bowl.